Welcome back to Sampstra Games, the place to find new strategy games, and today I have for you a hell of a video. It's gonna be so good, guys. So this is a video of 10 4x strategy games that are on sale until January. Let's go. First of all, Merry Christmas! What is your favorite thing to do on Christmas? Is it the time you get to spend with your kids/family? Is it the gifts you get? Or is it the food that your wife, Mom, I'm sorry, something got stuck in my throat, makes for you? And how does she make such a good food? Well, she uses a lot of spices. Now imagine a world where the spice is rare. We're going to talk about Dune Spice Wars. Yes, these jokes are gonna be part of this video. Gotta make the top 10 interesting somehow, okay? We're doing bad humor on this channel. Give it a thumbs up if you find it funny. Alright, so Dune Spice Wars is a real-time strategy game set in the Dune universe. And you're gonna start by choosing up your own faction, and then you're going to do your best to destroy your enemies and become the master of survival in the desert. And the game can be played in multiplayer, and actually can be played in 2 versus 2 multiplayer, which I think is pretty interesting, but I only played the single player because friends are not a part of my life. That's why I have a YouTube channel, so I can pretend that all my subscribers are my friends. Alright, we gotta move on to the next game. There's too many jokes for one game. Now, 4x strategy games sometimes feel a little long or a little slow. Well, Ozymandias Bronze Age Empire Sim is here to save you, because they're all about playing 4x strategy games in a faster format. It's a little bit simplified, but there's still quite a lot of complexity to it. So the way the game works is that you have 4 different resources. The most important are power and money can be used to distribute to get some of the other resources. Different hexes or terrain types of your territory will give you different resources, and you can use a research to make sure that a specific tile gives you a better reward. Your goal is to try to sort of take over the whole world, and it's kind of interesting because when there are no neighbors, you can very easily take over the next hex, but when there are enemies, you have to have higher power than the enemy, and it gets really interesting because it can be very easy in this game to feel like you're winning and then bam, you're dead, or the other way around. And I have a let's play for this game that's actually an hour long. So, which is a lot longer than my usual Let's Play videos, and I will have Let's Plays for most of these games on my main channel, Sampstra Games, so you can check that out if you're interested. Next up, we're going to talk about Field of Glory Empires. Those of you who said medieval, well, there's a list of top 10 war games that are also currently on sale, and Field of Glory 2 Medieval is one of those, so you can check that out. There'll be a link in the description. But we're going to talk about Field of Glory Empires, which is an absolutely amazing grand strategy game. I've put so many hours in this game. I really enjoyed this one. It's pretty amazing. It's set in Europe in the Mediterranean area during the Classical Age, and you're going to pick one of these countries and you're going to try to manage your empire and make sure that you take over as much as you can. You can have allies, you can take over enemies, whatever you want. And it's certainly a grand strategy game, so there will be more focus on like getting the right resources and politics and etc., a little bit less on combat itself. But it's pretty amazing. It's certainly one of my favorite grand strategy games because it's just so good. There's so much you can do, and it's pretty amazing. And it's 40% off. Now, Slipbase is 42% off, and it's another one of those games that start to take sort of the grand or 4x strategy experience and turn it into like a faster or easier or slightly simplified type of game. The idea for this one is to take away a lot of the micromanagement. So the way this works is that there's a variety of different planets, and you will be connecting the different planets, and the connection means that resources from one planet will move to another. And if you have enough resources on a certain planet, it will grow, and that will give you more resources because the people on the planet will be sort of happier. One of the big challenges is that you can't really cross the different lanes. There are some ways to do it later on, but not at the beginning. And there's also like research, variety of different technologies. There is no combat in this game, and like I said, it's a lot more relaxed grand strategy experience, but it's pretty fun. It's I enjoyed this game quite a lot. Do you have what it takes to lead a country to success? Well, you're going to find out in Rogue State Revolution, where you take control of People's Republic of Basenji. And this is a political strategy. So you're going to be hiring different ministers to take control of different parts. You're going to come up with different laws, and you have these different districts that you have to handle to make the people happy there. And one of the big parts of the game is making the superpowers happy, because the way I played this game, I did not make the superpowers happy. Wow, did I pay for that? That's the number one. Diplomacy, really important, guys. Doesn't matter that your people are happy if the superpowers are not, because you'll be dead. So it's a really interesting game. It's definitely a different take than on the standard grand strategy, because it's a lot more politics focused. Now, I would be a terrible vampire because I hate the sight of blood. But if that's not a problem for you, maybe immortality is the way to go. Today we're going to talk about Immortal Rounds Vampire Wars, which is 50% off. This is a sort of strategy game set in like a vampire world. I love the combat in this game because each unit has a variety of different abilities, and it's just so good, and there's so much you can do. And you have these cards as a hero that you can use on top of the regular unit combat, so you can use it like special abilities, kind of like spells, and it's just amazing. So that's the combat part. The combat in this game is very good. I like it a lot. And as for the main game, you're going to be taking control of a certain fortress, and you're going to be trying to increase your territory by taking off over different like hexes-ish area types. This is like a different ability or a function. For example, if you take this kind of hex, you might be able to create a special unit. And I actually have a Let's Plays for this game, both on this and on my main channel, because I played it quite a bit. I played for the Nosferos clan, and I had a lot of fun with this game. Hearts of Iron 4. Now this is a grand strategy game, it's mostly a war game, so I want to go over it here just very, very quickly, because I'm going to be making a list of top 10 war games on sale, and I'll talk about this game more there. Subscribe so you don't miss it. Now, this is a war game that allows you to plunge yourself into the world of World War II. Obviously, you're going to be managing your units and like, but you're also going to be managing industry, diplomacy. You'll come up with battle plans, and you will try to dominate the planet. But like I said, I'll talk more about it in that next video. Next up, we have Plebby Quest the Crusades with 80% off. Now, this game has a very unique art style. It's quite unusual. And this is a grand strategy game with real-time combat. And it has two game modes. You can play a scenario, which is more like following a character's story. And then you have Sandbox, which is sort of where you can conquer the world. So that's more what you would expect in a grand strategy mode. And you of course have to handle diplomacy, handling neighboring kingdoms. You also have to and a very big part of the game is sort of proving your fate to the religion, because if you don't, there will be some very severe consequences. So you gotta make sure to keep the religion happy, or people in the religion happy. Now, Warhammer 40,000 Gladius Relics of War. Now, this is a turn-based 4X strategy game, so you can pick one of the 4 factions, and you're gonna try to dominate the world resources. So the way this works is that you're going to start off with a single city, and you're going to try to expanding with your units. And each has a certain amount of like spaces for your buildings, so you can build different things. And then you're going to be moving your units around. You have to kill enemies, and then you will be able to find different artifacts and items that you can equip then to your heroes and to make them stronger and more powerful. And there's actually a new DLC, Sisters of Battle, that just came out recently for Warhammer 40,000 Bodies.